All right, let's dive into a scenario that is pretty much every content creator's worst nightmare. Your ratings are suddenly in a free fall. We're going to solve a mystery today, using two totally different sets of clues, and figure out the secret to turning a show that's failing into a massive comeback. Let's get into it.
So just imagine this for a second. You've got a show, it's a hit, it's your baby, and then all of a sudden it starts bleeding viewers. The numbers are dropping, the sponsors are starting to sound a little nervous, and all eyes are on you to fix it. The problem? The data you're looking at, it just isn't telling you the whole story.
And bam! This is what that drop looks like in the cold, hard numbers. A massive 30% drop in just 3 months. I mean, this isn't a little dip, it's a nosedive. A number like this, it causes panic for sure, but it doesn't give you a plan. It just tells you that you're losing the game, not why you're losing. To really figure this out, we're going to dig into a real case study. It's about a super popular variety show that watched its ratings just plummet from a solid 3.0 all the way down to a 2.1, and that happened in a single quarter. This is the mystery we're here to solve. Okay, so the first clue in any investigation like this is always the traditional ratings data. You can think of it like the official industry scoreboard, from a service like CTR. It's the place you go for the hard facts. And look, this scoreboard is incredibly useful for certain things. It tells you who's watching, breaking it down by all the usual demographics. It tells you when they're tuning in, how many of them there are, and, this is a big one, which one of your competitors is snatching up your audience. It gives you the what. But here's the problem, right? Knowing that, say, women between 35 and 55 are leaving your show for another one, well, that's just identifying a symptom. It's kind of like a doctor telling you that you have a fever, but having no idea what's causing it. Yeah, it's information, but it's not the answer you need.
So, to get a real diagnosis, you need a completely different kind of tool. You need something that goes way beyond the numbers to uncover the human motivation, the real why behind what people are doing.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. On one side, CTR gives you that hard data point. Women in a key demographic are leaving. Okay. But then you look at the insight from a platform like Atypica. It tells you why. They aren't just leaving. They're leaving because they're bored with the same old predictable format and they're switching to faster, short-form video. That's a game changer.
And listen to this. This just says it all. This isn't a guess from an analyst. This is a direct quote from a real viewer. She's saying, I don't have time for 15 minutes of ads. So your competition isn't just another TV show anymore. It's a 3-minute highlight clip on her phone. That's a huge shift in behavior that the raw numbers would never, ever show you.
And here's another incredibly powerful piece of feedback. That demographic, woman 35 to 55, it's not one person. This viewer's life has changed. Her kids are grown. She doesn't want family content anymore. She feels like the show just hasn't grown up with her. It's talking to her like she's still a young mom, not the person she is today. That's a deep disconnect that a simple age bracket could never capture.
So once you have this much deeper level of understanding, you can stop guessing and start building a real plan based on actual human insight. Let's see how they did it. And just as a quick reminder, this is the hole they had to dig themselves out of. A painful drop from a 3.0 rating all the way down to a 2.1. Now let's look at the plan they actually used to turn things around. And here it is. This plan is so smart because it directly answers all that viewer feedback. Step 1, a shorter 45-minute express version to compete with short-form video. Step 2, break the tired old formula to fight that boredom. And Step 3, mature the tone of the content to respect where the audience is in their lives now. See? Every single action is tied directly to a human insight.
So, did it work? Oh yeah, it worked. The ratings recovered almost all the way back to a 2.8. But look at that second bar. Social engagement exploded, up by 60%. That shows they didn't just get passive viewers back, they created real, active, engaged fans. And that kind of buzz is priceless.
So what this whole case study really proves is that you absolutely need two different lenses to look at your audience. You need one for measurement, and you need one for understanding. They're not competing with each other, they actually work together perfectly.
This table makes it super clear. If you're doing stuff like planning media buys or just benchmarking yourself against the rest of the industry, you need those hard, standardized numbers from a service like CTR, no question. But if you're trying to build a content strategy or innovate your show's format, you need those deep human insights that tools like Atypica give you. It's all about using the right tool for the right job. And it all comes down to this: Honestly, if you only take one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this principle right here. You can measure a problem all day long. You can track it in a million different spreadsheets. But you can't truly fix it, you can't optimize it, until you fundamentally understand what's causing it. And that's not just true for TV shows. It's true for anything.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about for your own projects. Are you just counting the people who show up? Or are you taking the time to truly understand why they come in the first place, what they really want, and maybe most importantly, why they might leave? Because in the world we live in today, understanding is the only real competitive advantage you've got.